In a dramatic challenge to U.S. financial dominance, the BRICS coalition has demonstrated remarkable resilience against former President Trump's aggressive tariff threats. Breaking news suggests that the influential bloc of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa has withstood pressure and is accelerating its independence from Western financial systems. Trump's threat to impose 100% tariffs on nations moving away from the U.S. dollar has backfired. Instead of deterring BRICS members, it has catalyzed their determination to create alternative economic frameworks. Financial experts call this a watershed moment in global economic history. Sources within international trading bodies confirm that BRICS nations have increased their internal trade cooperation. The coalition is actively diversifying its currency reserves, challenging the U.S. dollar's position as the world's primary reserve currency. Moscow has emerged as a bold voice in this transformation. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov's statements reflect commitment to BRICS's independent course. Russian officials have dismissed Washington's threats, focusing on strengthening economic ties within the coalition. What makes this significant is the timing. As global markets face volatility, BRICS members are showing that alternative economic models are working. The coalition's success in maintaining growth while reducing dollar dependency has caught worldwide attention. International trade experts suggest this shift could represent the biggest challenge to U.S. financial hegemony since Bretton Woods. The BRICS nations' combined economic might, representing over a quarter of global GDP, makes their stance particularly impactful. This story continues to develop as more nations watch closely, considering their positions in an evolving global economic order. Financial analysts predict this could mark the beginning of a new multipolar economic era, despite Washington's efforts to maintain dominance. In a sharp rebuke to recent U.S. threats, BRICS officials have doubled down on their economic independence strategy, showing 15% annual growth in joint investments. This powerful economic bloc is reshaping global financial dynamics, despite pressure from Washington. A high-ranking spokesperson recently dismissed former President Trump's claims about BRICS's intentions, particularly regarding a rumored single-currency initiative. The spokesperson clarified that such claims misunderstand BRICS's actual objectives. BRICS isn't trying to replace the dollar. We're building something entirely different, explained the official, highlighting the coalition's focus on developing investment platforms across member nations Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The substantial growth in joint investments, especially in infrastructure, technology, and renewable energy, is reducing dependency on Western financial systems while building sustainable partnerships. Russia has been instrumental in articulating BRICS's vision for economic independence. Its leadership's stance remains unwavering, even as tensions with Western powers continue to escalate. The coalition's success in maintaining growth, despite external pressures, demonstrates its economic strength. BRICS nations are showing they can operate effectively outside Western-dominated financial frameworks. This development represents a shift in global economic power dynamics. As BRICS expands its influence, traditional power centers must reconsider their approach to international financial relations. The bloc's ability to maintain growth while pursuing independent policies suggests that threats of tariffs may be losing effectiveness as diplomatic tools. BRICS has turned challenges into opportunities for strengthening internal cooperation, creating a more resilient economic partnership capable of charting its own course globally. In a dramatic shift reshaping the global economic landscape, BRICS nations are mounting a challenge to Western financial dominance, with Russia emerging as a key architect of this transformation. Our analysis reveals how this economic bloc is revolutionizing international finance. The coalition, representing over 40% of the world's population, has unveiled a $50 billion investment fund, with potential expansion to $100 billion. This isn't just another development bank, it's a direct response to Western attempts at economic isolation, particularly following recent U.S. threats of implementing 100% tariffs. Russia, leveraging its natural resources and financial infrastructure, has positioned itself as a cornerstone of this new economic order. Despite challenges from the ongoing situation in the northern Black Sea region, Moscow has successfully spearheaded initiatives to modernize BRICS's financial architecture, embracing fintech and digital banking solutions. President Trump's tariff threats have backfired. Instead of weakening BRICS' resolve, these pressures have accelerated the coalition's move away from dollar dependency. The member states, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are now more unified in their pursuit of economic sovereignty. This new investment fund represents more than financial muscle. It's a strategic tool designed to support emerging economies outside Western-controlled institutions. By financing infrastructure and technology projects, BRICS is creating an alternative economic ecosystem. The timing is significant. While dealing with tensions related to its former fraternal union, Russia has strengthened its leadership position within BRICS, showing resilience and strategic foresight. The coalition's enhanced financial architecture, coupled with its commitment to reducing dollar dependence, signals a shift in global economic power dynamics. This development represents a critical turning point in international finance, as BRICS nations collectively push back against Western economic hegemony. In a significant shift reshaping global economic dynamics, BRICS nations are showing remarkable success in reducing Western financial dependence. Recent data shows a 20% surge in intra-BRICS trade, with 12% growth in foreign currency reserves, marking a move away from US dollar dominance. This transformation represents a fundamental change in how emerging economies conduct international trade. China and India lead through industrial and technological advancement, while Brazil and South Africa leverage their natural resources to establish themselves in global raw materials markets. Russia's positioning in the energy sector has proven effective, maintaining competitive energy prices within the bloc while strengthening regional influence. Following recent geopolitical developments, Russia has increasingly focused on BRICS partnerships, finding new markets and opportunities. The bloc's response to former President Trump's tariff threats has impacted the international community. Rather than yielding, BRICS has accelerated economic integration, challenging Washington's traditional economic leverage. BRICS's influence now spans 3 continents, from Latin America to Africa and Asia. Recent free trade agreements with emerging economies have solidified this network, creating an alternative to Western-dominated trade systems. These partnerships are reshaping the global political landscape. The coalition's success in reducing dollar dependency, while strengthening internal trade mechanisms, indicates a shift in global economic power dynamics. As BRICS expands its influence, Western financial institutions face increasing competition from this emerging economic bloc. This growth trajectory shows BRICS is actively reconstructing international trade patterns and challenging the existing global financial order through strategic partnerships and innovation. In tonight's breaking analysis, we're witnessing a dramatic shift in global economic power that's sending shockwaves through Washington. The BRICS alliance, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, is emerging as a force challenging America's financial dominance. Despite Washington's attempts to maintain control, BRICS nations are systematically dismantling the dollar's supremacy in global markets. With each new economic challenge, this powerful coalition grows stronger and more unified. While American policymakers struggle to maintain their grip on global finance, BRICS is building an alternative system. New trade agreements, investment funds, and strategic partnerships are being forged rapidly, all while reducing their dependence on the US dollar. Can Washington stop this momentum? The evidence suggests it's fighting an uphill battle. BRICS isn't just a group of countries. It's becoming a legitimate alternative to the Western-dominated financial system. We're watching real-time changes that could fundamentally alter global trade. Remember how the British pound lost its global reserve status? History might be repeating itself with the US dollar. BRICS's combined economic influence is becoming impossible to ignore. Their strategic vision, backed by substantial resources and political will, is reshaping global economics while Washington struggles to keep pace. A new financial order, less dependent on the US dollar, isn't just possible. It's becoming probable. Your savings, investments, and future could be affected by this global power shift. While Washington grapples with this challenge, BRICS continues to strengthen its position. The question isn't if change is coming, it's how dramatic that change will be. Stay tuned. This story is far from over, and we'll bring you the latest developments as they unfold. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed about these crucial global changes that affect us all.